Good evening, my brothers and sisters, Leonians all around the world. Whosoever una day, una kushe a cabo. As we are about to celebrate our 58 years of independence from our colonial master, the British. Awame will listen to Innocent in track, which precisely describe the way we Sierra Leoneans are, our mentality of facing our daily lives. We want to eat good food, we want good thing, but we don't want to work for them at all. We don't want to sweat for them. That information exactly that Innocent is saying through in music, in song. So Awame will listen to them, and after I will give my own contribution to the national issue that we currently everyone talk about. That is the issue of bread and butter, and consequently the ground dry. Okay, someone will listen to the track Salon for Better by Innocent. Yeah.
Salon for better, salon for crowd, and who are responsible? Salon for better, salon for crowd, and who are responsible? I am responsible, I said, I am responsible. Now we all responsible. Now we need to think that we're responsible. If you need a sleep, it's not time for wait by him. Now first reality, because it's not to feel. What some say I don't see, and you young not keep us for clean. You know want to walk like a slave, but you want for it like a king. Hey, Salomon, you like the kid. And you don't get smoke, but you're not dead. You know man, you don't get money like it. But you want for sleep, now what I mean. You know they study, but you want pass. You ain't get play when you come in a class. For 3 years, and listen to me fast. You go feel like you need system for class. Salon for better, salon for growth, and who are responsible? It's salon for better, salon for growth, and who are responsible? Now me responsible, now you responsible, now we all responsible. Now we do things very sensible. As for it happens, so when I begin for point finger, you give the young a box for the boss in the young, you pull on a winner, then they begin play TV. Then no come begin play FIFA. Before that they play their juice. When they juice back we play ginger. It's a big point identify the problem, but you notice a big pain the solution. You ain't fast too bad, now you back one couple but the pollution. As they give you money for shake, you go shake small. Now the rest you go put some. Politician they move, citizens they move. We all have all this bad pollution. Salon for better, salon for crowd, and who are responsible? Salon for better, salon for crowd, and who are responsible? And I'm irresponsible. And are you responsible? Now we all responsible. Now we need to think that we're responsible. If you don't know Sammy, come on. Let me know who Sammy they go. If you don't work for money, how you expect me for make it flow? If you don't want the plans, yes, how you want for make it go? If the Bible tell me say, if you don't make what you sow, all time what makes alone do for you, but say you don't do for alone. You need to wait until the street and the country where you love say that you don't. You still get invest your money overseas, but you talk to no place like home. All my just care, nothing party, all my just care, nothing alone. Salon for better, salon for growth, now who are responsible? It's salon for better, salon for growth, now who are responsible? Now me responsible, are you responsible? Now we all responsible, now we need to be responsible. How many of we as Sierra for practice we get national ID card? Instead all day, we instead forget green card. We give up for pay tax na other man country, but we can as alone when we own, when they say pay tax, increase respect to that thing, Baba. Life for be an example, work for what was all possible. Now we all responsible, yeah? Me, you, and Papa government. Innocent Fela Kuti, political Bamika 2017. I got Lady of the Beast.
Well, as you don't read the information, all it is, say don't say now in song, exactly describe what we be, whether we be Israelians then. Exactly, that's why we are. We want good life, we want good things, we want to eat like a king, but we don't want to walk, we don't want to go farm, we don't want to go brush, but we want food, we want bread and the butter on the table so we will eat and enjoy them without suffering for them. So exactly the information and the way Innocent give we Israelian through that song is very important, very vital to understand it. Yeah, so the issue of bread and butter, where you don't it didn't the everybody be talk about in the country. That hand exactly I'll try make a give me your little contribution as a economist point of view. Yeah. The bread and the butter. Before they turn into bread and butter, we need the raw material. And the raw material to make the bread and the butter, not the producer as alone, but from outside they come. So when we did talk say after 50 almost 58 years of independence from our we colonial masters, we still talk about bread and butter. The question we for ask ourselves is wetin we government they don't do for the past 58 years or 57 years, more not give the new administration bad name for the past 57 years. Wetin we don't do. Not only the government, but we self as a person. Because as Innocent say, also one man in duty or in for work for everyone. It's a cooperation between the citizen and the government. To one side thing. From the government, what we expect or we for expect is the government for provide us the facility, the infrastructure for us to be able to perform, for us to be able to do things where we're able to make us produce the bread and the butter. Now the government own due to that. Not the government that we expect for them for many give everything on the table just like that. So we're not doing nothing. The government, we need the government, and the government need we. So when we talk about bread and butter issue, it's not to say everything we concerning to make the bread and butter with the producer in a salon. No. The raw material in the salon they come more outside Sierra Leone, which is we call in economics is an import. So for women we get the butter, we need to lay farm, get rice, no, lay farm, yeah, get the rice, turn that rice into flour. Before that flour, we can be able to use them for make the bread. But none of those raw material will be used in a salon, no. We don't want brush, we don't want lay farm, but we want eat bread. When it comes to the butter as well, we need for making butter, you need the cow, you need milk, you need oil for you to make that butter. Then itself, we don't know they make an salon outside the company. So after 57 years of independence, we're not able to get the foundation for us to be able to do all these things, these two things, the bread and the butter, to be able to be capable of producing for ourselves. And with the new administration, we expect that overnight they will able to produce, they will able to provide us with everything just like that without giving them the time after 57 years of mismanagement. After 57 years of embezzling, somebody don't come, you don't decide say enough is enough. That person don't draw the line, say I dey sacrifice myself before I think about my own pocket. I want give what they go into my pocket. I want give to the people. I want give to this nation for when they build and make this nation, make a different nation, make it a place better for everyone. This person, our new president, is Excellency Ada Julius Bio. He don't come before he decide for me put that money in your own pocket or give him family or your friend them, party them may enjoy, a party member they may enjoy. Don't decide say no, this one, but let myself make I give up this one, make a sacrifice this one, make I make it different in this country for the benefit of the masses, not just the few. So they don't decide give up everything rightly. That's that they will expect from the government, from when they work for the interest of the people, from when they work for the interest of the country, not for themselves. So this man don't come, he do the work, they lay the foundation for them to be able to produce the bread and butter. Why we not going to be there in that time? If we don't survive for 57, 58 years, or let's say 57 years, we don't survive. How we not going to wait for 2-3 more years to see what will happen on the ground? We already complain, say, bread and butter issue. We need the government for try to provide within a year, produce for we bread and the butter. When we not get the right infrastructures, we not get the right equipment for us to be able to produce bread and the butter. It doesn't work like that in economics. Everything that happens, it comes through the process. You want to produce a milk, you want to produce a bread or a butter, go through a process. And when you see how governments operate, it's different from how household operates. Household or your family, you go grow up in the morning, say today I want to eat cow, you go to the market, you go buy that cow, you eat am. You're okay. But government, you know, they work like that. Government not go wake up today, you say I want to lay farm, and go take class, you go brush and lay farm. Before you go lay that farm, you get for come up with the blueprint, and that blueprint get for go through parliament. You get for talk about decide if it's the right procedure or not. That procedure take time before ever that blueprint will come on a parliament and into the hand of the institution what to be able to do to implement the policy. So then they don't can happen, they don't can just happen like that. Like your family, when a small thing where you know exactly how much you get at your bank. You get the money, you just take them and go buy them, go to the supermarket, buy and eat, cook. Everyone eats, everyone happy. Not to work like that in government. I think it take minimum, they look at 18 good months. Any policy to be implemented and go through from parliament down to the people, to the layman, for us to be able to feel the difference. That's the time frame that we are looking at. So the issue that we expect from this new government administration to do miracle overnight, just bread and butter to appear on your table, just like see everything on your table, it's not gonna happen. You get for take time. At least 2 to 3 years. Let's give them 2 to 3 years and see what will happen. Agriculture, a required procedure. It requires hard work and commitment. You don't see this commitment with the new administration. They have the commitment. Our new president wants to change, to do different things, to do things different from the previous one. Want to see salon better for everyone, not just for the few. So may we give them the time and the space for them, may they operate, may them implement their policy. Because I know from an economics point of view, that waiting the plan, the blueprint when they get good for the nation. Now a good foundation, with strong foundation when they lay for any government that go come after this government. And that blueprint they go able follow. And nobody no go fool knows more Sierra Leoneans because we don't see within Salon the value of Sierra Leone. We don't see the money we circulate in that country. Just because of the new administration where they don't can they expose the 57 years of investment of our resources. So I know say after this government, let's say after 10 years, any government that come, you not go follow it anymore, you not go follow people. Now we know within the wealth of Sierra Leone. So I dey ask we where we dey complain about bread and butter issue. Don't have patience. Give the new administration time for them to be able to perform. See what will happen for Salon. And this leads to obviously when everybody they complain about ground dry. Obviously ground dry. Indeed, yeah, it dry. People need to suffer, yeah. But not normally we go suffer. We don't suffer for 57 years. So if we get for suffer 2 more years, we will not go get that patient for wait for that 2 more years and sacrifice and wait for to see what will happen. Luckily now we are living in a democratic state where after 5 years you are free to go and vote them out if they didn't perform it, they didn't implement their policy that they promised to the people. So waiting for all this grudge against the new administration because with the don't pass 1 year plus and able to provide you the bread and butter on your table. The ground dry, that ground don't dry for long ago. I spent some time in a salon. I've been there in a salon between 2016 and 2017 for 10 good months. I see the difference between the northwest and the southeast. Northwest money they flow, money be they flow. Everybody be happy, everything be fine, salon be good. The one thing with they forget say Freetown to Salon. Freetown is the capital city of Sierra Leone. One thing that they will be confused about yourself. So anything the money will be in the flow na Freetown, not be the rich na the the provinces then. So everything at Freetown, northwest be fine, money be in the flow. Southeast, you get them few one then the APC picking them. Them party member then when they eat, so for them it be okay. But majority from the southeast and they suffer. People not be able to afford food for it. Even 5 blocks to buy 5 block Maggi, a problem for most of family. For a family to be able to buy, let's say, a packet of cornflakes, it's very difficult. You have to break it down into package it for them to be able to buy it. That's how ground be dry in the southeast. So suddenly everybody don't realize say after all this year 10 years of the previous government, we don't realize say the ground dry. The whole country they suffer now. Everyone they say money no they flow. Obviously money no they flow. Because before the previous administration, what will be happen? Everybody they go to bank, go take money free of charge. You're gonna pay interest. If you're not able to pay within 2 years or 1 year, you are debt free. So money being there, everybody will just go borrow from commercial bank or whatever bank it is and go give and they dash it out. Or you pass you and they give. They say as you say, brah, if a body he dash you 10,000, brah, if a body will dash you 5,000. And then one party picking the way they near them politician and the more them they enjoy it, so they get a brown envelope every month and they get their little bit where they can at the pocket. So they don't really feel the pain at all. But now the new administration don't come, it don't close all those leakages. Now all is suffer now. Money not the country. Free money not the again. Bank don't close. So obviously the ground get for dry. That's the main reason why the ground dry. Yeah, the go be don't dry long 57 years anyway. Don't dry because what will be happen. Oh, that money way that revenue taxation really before go for now the state in cover inside with pocket with brother and sister in the pocket and then they go politician or politician all been involved, everybody been eat 50 fatter, so nobody not be really they feel the pain. But now that somebody will don't come with the head, we don't decide say it's enough is enough, I don't want this embezzlement. Yeah. So free money not in the country again. Now the money where they earn, you get for work for them, you get for sweat for them. Yeah. So if somebody give you now 1,000 one block, you get for say thank you because it's not so easy money down there. Yeah. To that free money where they get, maybe you ain't give contract, you go inflate the contract, you get that extra put on your pocket so you can easily dash it out to people. That's so money in the salon. Minister them they spend left and right, they know the value of it. They build houses, mansion, and this and that. They know the value of it. So yes, now so money in the flow na salon. Now that money, that free money not there, so obviously the ground don't dry. They say business in the close. Yeah, business in the close. It's normal. You call a businessman, they go, you want to make money, you want to make profit. So when you do business, you want to make profit. So if you can, now in a country who say, they pay tax, or they pay indirect tax, and the minister in pocket, or the authority in pocket, and the way they go directly to the government, obviously you they earn more profit. So you're happy for do business in a country as such. Yeah, it's a free money. So everybody, business in the OP, everybody, all those foreigners they in the country. How they go buy they go buy things around. Yeah, as a businessman, but I mean they give me an invoice. So the first few days probably they go shop. Yeah, I mean they ask for invoice, but people they feel like offended somehow. The part of the world where I'm coming from, that's how it works. Everything you go and buy, you have to have the receipt for it. You have to have an invoice for the taxman know how much you have spent and how much it belongs to them. But in Sri Lanka, they know they happen. So now make people they say now business need they close. Obviously they get for close because now they get for pay that waiting they pay, they pay to the state. They get for pay now. So now I make business need they close now. Yeah. That free money been there when they use for buy them people then party picking them they use for go buy things from them. That money not there again. So business low. You see, now this one they make everything the worst in the country. Money not there, ground don't dry, everything don't dry. Yeah. So before that ground they wet, get for so far. Yeah, you have to take time. I will give 2 years, 3 years before we will see that ground begin wet again. Where the money we will work for, we will be able to use it. Yeah. No anymore that free money where been there, everyone been there use left and right. You not get for happen again. So the ground get for dry, obviously. Yeah. So my own brace yourself. Because I know say from an economist point of view, the policy, the blueprints where the new administration don't come with. When they try to implement now a very strong foundation for Sierra Leone to grow, for Salone to become a state of its own, a great nation again. This country that way man they look, man they see, and they see Salone on a different level. Sierra Leone where everybody could be admiring. They say no, this one not to Salone. This one a different country, small country. 7 million plus population. Everybody go get enough food for it. Everybody go house for sleep. You go work anytime you go, they go watch you. They see you na Salone man. Now the Salone, this for way man they dream of. The Salone this that I know the new administration, SLPP government, get for provide for the people of Sierra Leone. Not get for easy, but we get for get that patient. Give the new administration time and space for them to implement their policy. There's good things to come for that nation. So as we celebrate this independence, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, now we get patient. As change has come. That change is here to stay, and for good, Sierra Leone will be a better place for everyone. Thank you for listening.